Good evening, YouTube viewers and subscribers. Today on my bench I've got an ARF. This is a ARF that was sent to me by a very nice fellow modeler, and it's actually from Value Hobby. Now you'll see that this box is completely plain, as was the outer box that it was in. So this airplane was double boxed, very sturdy, and made in China, as all the Value Hobby ARFs are. Now you may be wondering, well, why is there no decals or anything on this thing? Well, the reason is because for marketing purposes, it saves a lot of money. So that's one of the reasons why you don't pay a lot of money for the Value Hobby ARFs, because they don't waste any money on marketing literature and decals. And that's fine with me, because you still get a very high quality ARF and it flies great. So let's take a look inside of this and see what we've got. So first thing, instruction manual. Easy Stik 60 ARF. Now this can be powered by either electric or glow. I'll put a glow engine on it. For those of you that are not familiar, I've actually had one of these before. Excellent airplane. Flew with a Sato 90 twin cylinder engine. Great combination. So let's take a look here. First wing half and aileron. Aileron covering is pretty bubbly, but that's not a big deal. We can heat shrink that down. Doesn't look like there's any damage at all. Let's take a look at our second wing half. Same thing, aileron here. The ailerons on both of these look like they're kind of bubbly, but the covering, I know you can't really see it through this plastic, but the covering is actually in really good shape here. So I don't see any damage there. I might have a couple wrinkles here, but no big deal. So after the wings, we've got this cardboard divider, and you may notice, geez, this is a pretty short box. Well, it's because this Stik airplane actually has a two-piece fuselage. This is the aft portion, and here's our forward portion of the fuselage. All light ply construction. In fact, I don't think anything on this is balsa at all. I think the entire airplane is light ply. At least the fuselage that I can see here is. It has a hatch here, removable hatch for your battery or fuel tank. And let's see here. The two halves of the fuselage get joined together like this. Now the means for joining, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it here, I don't want to unwrap this just yet, but it has four holes, rectangular holes here, and there's wood pieces, wood posts that you stick in these things, and that's how you align this thing up. And it actually, the pushrod tubes actually continue through, so you have, the alignment is pretty critical on this. It's not hard, it's very easy to do. So this thing looks like it's in good shape. The forward fuselage half looks like it's undamaged and in good shape also. Next we have our vertical fin and rudder. Again, in good shape. And finally, our elevator and stabilizer. Now these two items look like they're going to have to be heat shrunk again because they're kind of bubbly. Not a big deal. No big deal at all. So the hardware package that comes with this airplane is typical overseas Chinese metric type hardware. It isn't bad. In my first airplane I did use the hardware that came with it, and I had no issues with that whatsoever. This last bag here is all the other accessory pieces. It's got a spinner in there, the wing brace, fuel tank, engine mount. It's got a plywood extension mount for electric power, your hinges, control horns, and wheels. And then finally you've got a very sturdy aluminum landing gear. So the only thing that I would caution you about is great flying plane, very high quality ARF, easy to assemble. The hardware, typical overseas metric type hardware, it's okay, but the fuel tank is the weakest point. It's okay to use for one season, and that's what I plan to do. It's a new tank, so I'll use it. But the rubber stopper and the fittings are really pretty subpar. I wouldn't plan on using it for any more than one season because they just kind of loosen up and they start to lose their seal. So it's not the best. The heart of the tank is not the best at all. And I will install it, and like I said, I'll use it for one flying season. After that, it's out of there. And it'll be replaced with a Sullivan or a Dubro tank that's much higher quality. But for the most part, for the money, you really can't beat. Let me see if I can get this back in here. You can't beat what you get here with these Value Hobby ARFs. Like I said, this is an excellent flying plane, very easy to put together. I probably won't even use the assembly manual. I might look at it, but since this is the second time I've done one of these, probably not going to worry about it too much. But as you can see, quite complete, arrived undamaged. The thing that's really impressive is it comes in a nice sturdy box, which is double boxed. So it'll be very obvious right out of the bat. If you see any damage in the box, you might have a concern, but I've never had an issue with that at all. So this concludes the look inside of this Value Hobby Easy Stik 60. Thank you for watching.